The goal of the project is promoting children's skills, right to education, protection from abuse and discrimination. Children of Hope partnered with schools, churches, local music artists, press and media houses, and NGOs that are engaged in the fight against HIV/AIDS, operating in Kampala, Wakiso, Mukono, Jinja, and the surrounding areas.
We have a lot of stories to tell from what Hope Studio has done in as far as impacting the young generation here in Kampala and the villages that surround us, or the children we work with as House of Joy. Our very first recording in an unfinished building, but a great production of a song that even today reckons in the children's ears. For us, it's been more than just a partnership. We've become part of what Hope Studio does.
They have been asked to compose songs about HIV, about child protection, and at least they are aware now of what child protection is, what HIV/AIDS is, and so it has made them get to know how they have to keep themselves against these diseases.
66 children were directly involved in the production, 20 in the Hope Studio Band, 620 in decentralized music competitions, and a total of 798 children living on the streets were involved in a music outreach to street-connected children. These children have demonstrated improvement in songwriting, song recording, scripting, audio and video production.
I've learned about my rights and how I should be treated at home, at school, in the community, how they should treat me as a child.
I've learned to live in a society where everybody has equal rights, where everybody is happy, everybody we enjoy all the resources around us, and to make the world a better place, really. Because there is no way how you can stay in an environment, the other one is oppressed, another one does not have all the basic needs, yet for you, you are having all and you cannot share. So even that heart of sharing.
I didn't know my rights. I would be abused by any person and I would not mind, thinking it is part of life. But because of Hope Studio, I've learned my rights. And if I'm abused in any way, I have a right. I know I can go and report and my life would be better. My dreams carry on because of Hope Studio, because I know about my life, what I can do to protect myself.
I've learned to be safe. I've learned to also tell my friends, my peers to also be safe by avoiding things which can lead to HIV. For example, having unprotected sex.
I learned that for me to be safe from AIDS, I should not share sharp objects. I should not engage in having sex when I'm still young.
It improved on my talent because I love singing, and I gained strength to know that one day, someday, and sometime, I might stand on a certain stage and I also sing.
It has expanded my dream to another level. At the time when I went back to church to sing, they were like, what happened to you? What kind of training have you had? But it was all because of the help of Hope Studio.
13 music and media team members were trained and 1,956 children involved in music and media productions.
This was a great opportunity being part of the media team as a girl to take photos, because it was known that only men are able to take pictures and hold cameras and take photos. And I know a lot of girls are there and wondering, can we do this? Can we be camera ladies? But it's very okay.
Joining Hope Studio, it gave me a good chance and opportunity to have these things practically. For example, using a camera, for example, editing video work. But through Hope Studio, I have known the value of using a camera. I have known how to organize and how to prepare a video to its final product.
24 advocacy songs were written, recorded and produced. 4 video infomercials, and 4 audio adverts were made for national television and radio stations respectively.
And I've seen children write their own songs. What we did was to basically clean, purify them to make them better, but they wrote things which were amazing.
Hope Studio has been running the program where they annually talk about or campaign for HIV/AIDS awareness and the impact of that. So over the past years, that has been very, very instrumental. In fact, some of our learners have become advocates. They've become so aware that they're influencing not just themselves, but they're influencing their parents. There's a young boy who even wrote something like a document that all the other children look at and learn from, that AIDS is real, and they learn to keep themselves safe. They learn to know that it's dangerous to be promiscuous. So yeah, it's been very impactful on that front. But also because Hope Studio is music, Hope Studio, and music brings life in people. It causes children to be active. So from that, some of the learners that were really dull from in the other areas of their lives have become really active because of the musical interaction that has been engaged in with Hope Studio.
The messages are impacting the children because, of course, we know when you put a song in a child's mind, it works better than any other word. Because, of course, they enjoy, but they reflect on what they are singing.
I've sensitized my friends around how to treat people with HIV, because I had a friend who had HIV, and so I've learned how to treat her as close to me and show her that you're not different from us, you're just like us, there's no difference.
They have managed to build on their self-esteem. So these children, they can talk well, yeah, and even in public they can speak, which wasn't there at first.
100 children from 26 children's organizations engaged 6 parliamentarians formulating a petition to Parliament to keep children safe.
If a parent is not giving you care, and then it doesn't give you food, shelter, clothes and everything, that you have to report to an adult who you know and who you trust.
For those who are living with the virus, they should listen to some songs, for example, from Hope Studio, the songs of Subi, so that they are motivated and inspired not to do bad things. For example, some may kill themselves just because of that medicine. It's very hard. They should also listen to their teachers' advisors and also the fellow students, because here I have students leaders.
Being part of Hope Studio, I've learned a lot of things. I've met professional musicians that have helped me a lot with my vocals. We always have one-on-one training with our professionals, like where I get to ask questions of what to do, when and how, and that has helped me a lot. I joined my choir at church that I've been singing with now for a few months.
Oftentimes most things start as dreams, and I believe even Hope Studio started as a dream. Someone had a dream and they implemented this beautiful idea. So we are lucky to be a part of this dream from inception. Sometimes we don't know how to express things, or we don't have record of expressions. And for me, I believe being a part of Hope Studio has helped us have record of our expressions. Not just our expressions, but the children's expressions.
As a way forward, a 2020 Hope Academy will be formed by the Hope Studio in 2020. This will see 20 girls and 20 boys develop communication, emotional, learning and leadership skills through the mentoring and teaching of music, dance and creative media. This will prove advocacy in 4 rights categories: keep children safe, keep children healthy, keep children learning, and keep children growing.